Fovo Africa Trust launched the Musicable project, an innovative empowerment program that seeks to equip people with disabilities in the music industry in recording their work and facilitating access to new markets. The current project focused on women with disabilities, pairing them with an established artist on a mentorship program. Raven Duchess, Pauline Gundidza and Vuyo Brown respectively were mentors to women artists with disabilities, Jagwalin Pofu, Chipo Muchegwa and Sitanda Zilegumbu.
I started doing music in 2013 when I was part of Umoja Flying Carpet, and I worked with other artists like Rocky, Sunny Makalima, Edith Wotonga, Bashupi, to name but a few. And then unfortunately I had a car accident in December 2017 and I had a spinal cord injury. I got to self-doubt, losing hope, mostly because you just start thinking life is over, there's nothing else you can do, self-doubt. And about 2 months back, I had a call from Raven Duchess, and she was asking if I could be a mentee, and she told me about the project that was being planned, which is Musicable by Fovo Africa. At first I was like, I had self-doubt, when you no longer have hope for anything, but something inside me just said, go for it, and that's how I became part of the project.
Our first meeting, it was at Roasted Bean. It was my first time to meet Vuyo, and we got used to each other and socialize about the project.
It's been a great journey. I've been trying as hard as I can to just give her what I have, everything that I have. She has access to everything above Vuyo Brown. And behind the scenes, worked on branding, on identity, and with a song that's coming out that we're still working on. And it's going to be, I hope it's going to be fun, because I'm really trying to take her out of her comfort zone.
One thing that I've learned, I should stand for myself. Everything that I'm doing, I should be jacked up and be confident with what I'm doing.
I've learned a lot from Pauline. Noitwa kana uri pa stage, even my vocals angu angasina kunyatso perfectwa. But then the moment I met Pauline, ari kundidzidzisa zvakawanda. Dara like ndaienda pa stage anditi vanhu vanotanga kunditarisa like vanga vasingateerere zvandiri kuimba, voice rangu vakuconcentrate more on zvandiri, even vana. But izvezvi vanhu vakutondi vakandiona, even vana vakandiona andonimhanyira oni pahag chipa hai, but kudhara zvinhu zvasingaitike izvozvo. So it means vanhu vari ku appreciate and vanhu vari kunyatso understand.
With me and Chipo, our strategy was, okay, fine, we're not going to be babysitters for you, Chipo. I've been trying to push her as much to work. I wouldn't want her to feel like, oh, I've made it now, and then not be receptive to so much more that she can benefit. I've been doing music for like 20 years, but I'm constantly still picking up new skills and learning so many things. So I've been trying to give her that attitude. You know what, today's today. You're soaring high at the moment. Number one, enjoy it. Make the most of it, of that opportunity, but don't ever stop evolving.
Some activities carried out through the mentorship program include shadowing the mentor, branding, grooming and etiquette, songwriting, vocal training, backstage access to shows and performances, studio visits, music production processes, and registering on music distribution platforms. The Musicable project ran from June to August 2023, culminating in workshops in Harare, Bulawayo, and Mutare under the theme Amplifying Our Voices and Stories to Express Ourselves as People with Disabilities, in which the artists presented their mentorship journeys, with discussions facilitated and moderated by the project advisor, disability advocate Soneni Gwizi.
We are made disabled by the environment around us. That's what makes a person disabled. If you are going to build a building, you don't put ramps, then you ask a cheaper to be there. You've already made it disabled. But if you make a building, you put a ramp, you've taken away that limitation that can make her the person who she is. So thank you so much. Povo Africa, the mentor understands the assignment. I like that.
My music, most of the time, it will be on number one on Diamond FM for more than, let's say, maximum of 4 months. But it's like every show that happens in my niggas, they don't have, they cannot accommodate me in the show. You see, then the only reason why I know that is because I'm disabled. Because people love my music. I know that. That's why I go on number one for 4 months. But the person who is on number 99 is in a show where those supporters who are watching a team are the ones who are voting for me to be on number one. Okay? So I wanted this like in Zimbabwe. If you can try to accommodate us to the every show that happens.
What we've been working for is to try and normalize having members of the society who are disabled. It shouldn't be so awkward. We should have a sense of understanding. We should have a sense of acceptance. We don't expect what they are not. We take them for who they are.
For this project, what has really touched me is what I'd like to call the intergenerational exchange that is happening. Because in the creative sector, it's very hard to get the one who's up there, who's been through the process, to talk to somebody who's just down there. Because I always emphasize on the issue of power dynamics that exist in that space. You know, Pauline could just say to Chipo, this is how I do it. So you have to listen. But Chipo is a professional. She's got her own way of thinking. So maybe my question for Pauline and Chipo, how then do you create this power dialogue? Because Pauline is a powerhouse in her own way. And I love the way that she's moving through the industry from a performer to a business person in the music industry. And then there comes Chipo, you know, and she's in this whirlwind of, you know, becoming popular, successful, but also the question of, I know best.
We take turns. I think we've established when it's behind the scenes, I think I'm the one who's more in charge. So I'll give her directives and then I'll let go and be satisfied that she did what she thought was best. Because being an artist, in as much as she does have a manager, it's about really knowing what's best for you and acting on it. I can tell her, Kuti Chipo, we're not using that door, we're using that one. But she knows where she wants to go with her career. And if she feels that walking in through that door is what's best, she can do that. And I won't question her because I have to start to also trust her judgment.
Yeah, because you can all over, but if I want to be successful, yeah.
Anyone who's disabled is playing in the streets. He's just by the street corner. I know a guy who did a song with Chimbetu. You know, he comes, he does. I saw him in Mozambique as well. You know, he goes there. People are saying the words. He just does his song. But if we do it on a bigger level, whereby it's only a concert, whereby it's for the disabled, on a free platform. These guys, I know Macho. He's a very good guy. No, he's a very good performer. He goes on stage, he does his thing. He's actually has got a following. But the reason why maybe people in Harare don't know him is because he's not being given that space. And the only way we can create a space is we started from a lower level. We started on a district level. We do it the Manicaland, we do the what. You know, we bring the guys, and I know a lot of disabled people are out there, but they can't come out because they're not seeing things that are going. It's only now that they know there's a Chipo, and everyone wants to be like Chipo. She's becoming a role model for the other guys who are not even coming out. So I think that's my contribution.
The issue of discrimination within the industry has been a struggle, and I think there is a lot that needs to be done. Also, to Povo, I think we should have workshops with those artists, those musicians that do not have disabilities, for them to really understand what it means working with someone with a disability or collaborating with someone with a disability.
As people with disability, let's have our own projects that will market ourselves first. We must not always be those people that we say we want people to, we come and beg to them to say, can I have a collab with you? You have to shine yourself first.
This is the first time that I've seen time taken to consider people living with disabilities in the music industry. It's history being made. This is being done for awareness, which was greatly, greatly needed.
The project, supported by Music in Africa Foundation and the Goethe-Institut, equipped the artists with disabilities with home recording kits to lessen infrastructural barriers and mobility challenges in getting to recording studios on a daily basis. The home recording kit consists of a microphone, headphones, a pop filter, a mic stand, and an audio interface. Musicable artists were capacitated by linking them to mainstream markets through mentorship programs with established artists and live interview broadcasts on the nation's leading radio stations and TV stations. The mentorship program climaxed in a collaborative song between each mentee and their mentor, available on Povo Africa's SoundCloud. The Musicable project is part of Povo Africa's Trust's broader mission of giving voice to the communities that are often excluded from significant opportunities.
I wish that I can be the voice of the voiceless for persons with albinism. I have seen some of the musicians performing, going out of the country, attending some other functions out of the country to other countries. That's why I wish one day with Tsunami I might be at any other place across Africa.
I'm a musician. Vanhu vari kufarira music yangu, so andinoti vanditarise label as Chipo are disabled. Ndoda kunzi Chipo the musician.
A musician is a musician, whether you have a disability or not. And we have seen it with persons with disabilities that it's affecting artists with disabilities, where promoters are sideline artists with disabilities. Maybe they think that they are not good enough, I don't know. But I would like to say, please, let's be inclusive in our music concert. Let's include persons with disabilities. If we do not know how to do it, we have people that we can consult, we can ask on how to mount the stages and how to work with artists with disabilities.
I'm looking forward to what's coming because I know big things are coming, and I'm so grateful to Povo Africa for helping, for giving me a platform to speak out, giving me a platform to express myself, and just feeling like I'm included in something, because mostly when you're disabled, there isn't much inclusion, and this has been a great opportunity given by Povo Africa.
It's been such an experience. I've been learning so much about people with disabilities. I've been learning so much about people with albinism, and it's really taking me out of my reality. And it's changing how I'm going to approach music, how I'm going to approach mentorship in general. And it's really been such an enriching experience.
It was such an exciting experience. I learned a lot about how to communicate with someone with disabilities, how to also vocalize about issues affecting people with disabilities. I encourage more sponsors and more people out there to contribute towards such good causes. Thank you so much to all the partners who made this possible, and I hope to keep pioneering regarding such issues and making more music. Thank you.